Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and today is just kind of a relaxed day in the life type of video, but it's a little bit different. If you can't tell, it is really dark. So it's been raining like crazy for the last couple of days, and we really haven't been doing a whole lot. So we're gonna just kind of do a day in the life video where I just kind of show you what a summer day is like, especially when we're all cooped up inside. I get a lot of questions about what do you do during the summer, and you know, my kids typically are pretty big into outdoor play, but because we live on the coast, we get a lot of rain. So I want to say probably half the summer we have to be inside because of rain or just extreme heat. So you'll kind of get to see some of the things that we do during times like that and maybe get ideas for what you can do with your kids during that time. So I'll show you some of the things that we do as a family, things that I do, just homemaking, housekeeping, that type of thing. Although it is going to be kind of a relaxed day just because the rain triggers my migraines and I'm already feeling one coming on, so we'll see how far I actually make it today. With that, if you are new to my channel, make sure that you hit the like and the subscribe button, and make sure you go check out the link down below. I have a link to our free Facebook group for homeschooling parents or anybody interested in homeschooling, and that's where I typically hang out for most of my day. All right guys, so I'm gonna get into the video. I got some stuff I gotta do. I've got family coming in later this week, so we're gonna go get that done. You guys see how dark it is? I told you it was dark. This is how dark it is even with all my lights on. So luckily I have a camera that brightens everything up, but it is so dark in here, you guys. I really apologize for the lighting. So one of the things that I still have left to do that I need to get done before I have family come in next week is I have to file all of these away, and there's a couple of tests for my 9th grader that I still need to grade. So I need to do that, and I need to get his transcript finished for 9th grade, and I need to turn in those grades to their cover school so I can have that all done and have it on file. So I should have been emptying this out more, and every year I do the same thing. Like, I procrastinate, and I promise myself at the beginning of every year that I'm not going to procrastinate, but I always end up doing it. So I procrastinated again, and it's full, even though I did this, it feels like only a couple months ago. But when you have 2 kids, and when you have a high schooler especially, it just feels like there's more tests and more records and more quizzes and things like that you need to keep. So that's what all this is. So I need to go through this and probably put everything away and just have this clear so we can get the new files in. I did a whole lot though, I will say. I'm gonna take you with me over here as I talk. So I did a lot, probably the last 2 weeks of school, and I ended up cleaning out this whole room, which is why the walls are kind of bare behind me. I'm going to take down some of the decor now that we have actually figured out the new theme that we're going to do. So that's finished. I feel really accomplished because I know what I'm going to do with the room now. And no, I'm not going to tell you yet. It's always like a surprise video. If I can get everything done and it looks good and I'm happy with it, I'll do like a reveal video again. So here is this year's binder. So you can see, like, it's a large binder. And I think what I'm going to do for my high schooler, I think I'm going to, for high school, get him his own. I think that's what I'm going to do, instead of just having, because all through elementary and middle school, I basically had one binder for every year, and half the binder was for my youngest and half the binder was for my oldest. But I think for high school, it would just be easier to give my oldest like his own binder and that be like his high school binder, and then for my youngest do the same thing when he gets there. But I think that's what I'm gonna do because high school I feel like is more important, so I haven't totally figured it out yet. So this binder is the records binder and it's pink for me. That way I remember that this is my records binder. So this one is like all their enrollment forms, all their cover school stuff, my high schoolers' transcripts, all of that stuff, like all the attendance record, the CAT tests that they've had to take for the state of North Carolina, all that is in here. And that way I have it just in one spot for myself. So if I ever have to, you know, have those records, you know, for whether it's for colleges or whatever, it is all in there and I can just grab the binder and it's planned out by year. So this is what I'm doing so far. I've got the solutions book for the one that I have tests that I need to do. So like biology for my oldest is the one that I need to go over those. So I've got his biology tests here and the solution book. So I'm going to finish the couple grades that he needs for that so I can get his biology grade. Then I have the BJU that I need to do. So I need to go through the BJU tests for my youngest. So I'm trying to keep them separate. So I've got two piles going here. And then this folder has stuff that was to be filed away. So I need to file these. And then I just have some extra papers here. And it looks like these probably need to be filed as well. And then this was another test book. Okay, so we have another test book here. So this is one thing that I do to kind of keep all my tests together so I don't lose them. And I find that it's so much better this way, especially for high schoolers, is when you get a test booklet like this, and these books are the little consumables and it has all the tests and quizzes inside for your kids. I don't actually tear these out. I keep them all in the book. So when it's time for a test, I just turn to whatever test it is and I give it to him to do the test, and then he gives it back to me and I grade it inside this book and I leave it in here. And that's actually been a really big help, because a lot of times, especially when their final exams or semester exams come up, most of the questions that you're going to find are going to come from previous tests. So when he has to study for an upcoming exam, I just hand him this, and this has been a huge help in improving his grade. So this is one of those things that I think is a super easy thing to do just to help him out, and it does help his grade. So I don't know, just a little test tidbit for you. Okay, first kid is done. Now I'm going on to the second kid. So I'm going to file everything away first, and then I'm going to calculate grades. No summer day would be complete without my youngest getting on night ZOOKEEPER. He does this almost every day for at least a half hour, and he loves writing his stories and interacting with other people on the board. We put this puzzle together as a team the other day, and now we're actually putting the glue on it so we can frame it. So we're doing this so we can put it up in his homeschool room. My youngest is trying to get his license for ham radio, so he's practicing his test because it's only a few days away. And in the next scene, you'll actually see his ham radio that his grandpa got him. While I made dinner tonight, my kids played with Legos, they played with their KANOODLE game, and they got a letter from their friend a town over, and they are going to write him back. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and happy homeschooling.